too much. Great Uncle Gas Bags. Greetings, everybody. And a fine how do you do? I received several packages from eBay auctions, and I wanted to do an unboxing on those. I wasn't originally going to do an unboxing, but as a matter of fact, this is the first package. I actually started on it, and when I saw the, I didn't pull it all the way out, because when I saw the ends, 2 pieces of cardboard here, look at the ends on that, it's all bent. I decided to do an unboxing because I don't know, I want to have a record of it too if there's any damage or anything like that. But anyway, he's got this in between. The guy I bought it from, there's his name right there, Mr. Ubino CosmicComic.com. He's got a feedback rating of 579 with a score of 100. So I didn't think it was, I thought of, you know, because I try not to buy from anybody now under 98.6. That's as low as I'll go. I just, from bad experiences, I just won't do it. I want to stay with people that have a 99% feedback score or higher, you know, but I'll be willing to go to 98.6. But anyway, this, I'm gonna get my knife here. It's not a, oh, see, look at that. It's already coming out of the thing there. I don't know, man. It's not a sliding around in there and stuff. Okay, it looks to be pretty good. Everything went well, but it wasn't packaged well. Anyway, this is Clayface number 1. It's the 3D. Actually, it's Batman Dark Knight 23.3, first Clayface and a 3D cover. But I wanted to get this because I already have a copy, but I needed this to complete 2 sets. Because I keep one set for permanently on file and another set that I use for reading, and I might sell a whole set. I don't know. I might sell a complete set of the 3D covers. I'm not sure, but I needed this, so I got 2 complete sets, and that's why I bought it. Can only find it on eBay. None of the shops in around the area where I live had it, but it went well. Anyway, okay. Next one is, and I started to open this one too to make it move it along a little bit quicker. This is from a guy called Mug Farm Lower Dash 2. He's got a rating of 274 and a feedback score of 100%. And well, at least it's got a bubble wrap, newspaper wrap, a little bit more bubble wrap, then it's in a bag. That's between two pieces of cardboard, which is good. 2 sturdy pieces of cardboard. And I gotta be really careful because this was an expensive book, man. From Mug Farm. As an example, there it's taped down so that you can't move around. So easy to do. As much as I hate tape, sometimes it comes in useful. This guy, his father collected comics in the late 40s and 1950s, so it comes from a one-owner collection. And this is it, Mr. Mystery. This is from 1952, I believe. Mr. Mystery number 18. And this has a cover of by I don't know if you can see it there. This cover is by a guy called Bernard Bailey. And Bernard Bailey was primarily a Golden Age artist. Did stuff in the Silver Age as well, but in 1938 he created a character called Tex Thompson, and that story was included in Action Comics #1, the first appearance of Superman. So that is this guy right there, Bernard Bailey. Oh, there's also a story in here by Basil Wolverton. And in this month's previews, I don't know where it is now, but in this month's previews, there's one of those art editions that they sell with the, they do a very clever reproduction of the original art in full size. And I got a phone call. That's just Stan Lee. Yeah, they do an awesome, I think it's IDW puts those out. They do an awesome reproduction of the original art. They scan it in color so you get all the mistakes and the notes that the artist did. And it looks just like the original art, and it's in the original art size. And that stuff is just awesome. And this in this month's previews, there's they're soliciting for Basil Wolverton original art edition, and he has a story. I'll show it to you. What the hell? Basil Wolverton. If I can find it, I don't remember what the story was called. God, Stan Lee, you left me a long message there. Oh, Robot Woman. 1952, Basil Wolverton. Wow. What a... He did some strange, very strange, bizarre artwork. Just amazing, though. I love his work, Basil Wolverton. Try to be really careful with this because it wasn't cheap, you know. Somebody else did a, oh man, who else did the story in here? I think by oh man. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know who he is. I think Tony Mortallaro. Tony Mortallaro? Turnabout? No, that's not it. Unless I'm mistaking this issue for something else. Robot Woman. It could have been, maybe I'm mistaking it for a different... Oh, no, I'm not. This is it. First come, first serve. Mortallaro. See, his name is on there. This is Mortallaro. Tony Mortallaro. Tony Mortallaro did the pencils and the inks on Amazing Spider-Man 121, which was the death of Gwen Stacy. Tony Mortallaro. Gotta be careful with this, you know, man. Not was not cheap. These are very difficult to find in a nice grade, and they're always expensive. Okay, next one here. Okay, I got... This is from... it's the guy right there. Feedback rating of 586, a score of 100%. Alright, let me see. Popcorn's coming out of there. Got popcorn in there. Oh, I hate that when it happens. Oh, come on. At least it can go in my coffee. I hate it when that happens. Bubble wrap. Okay. Here we have Mr. Mystery number 2. Let me take it out of the plastic here. This... Oh, look. Mr. Mystery number 2, 5.5. And you can see Ross Andrew and Mike Esposito right down there, the signature. Andrew and Esposito, they were a long-time team, man. Long-time team. This has a story there called Subway Terror by Mike Esposito, who he signed, I think he signed it, he signed his stuff a lot of times Michael or Mickey Demio or something like that. And I think there's Tony Mortallero. Tony Mortallero has got art in here. It's right up on the top. It's right on the label up there. Tony Mortallero again, who I just said did the pencils and inks on Amazing Spider-Man 121. Let's see if I can... Argon Publications. Mr. Publications, it says on the cover and on the label, it says Argon Publications, 1951. Ross Andrew. The fuck, man? Ross Andrew. Ross Andrew, along with Jerry Conway, they created the Punisher. Ross Andrew and Jerry Conway created the Punisher, and then I think starting around the mid-70s, he was the primary penciler on Amazing Spider-Man, and he was the primary penciler on Amazing Spider-Man for, I don't know, maybe a half dozen years or so. About a half dozen years in the mid-70s, Ross Andrew. And what else did he do? I know he did something else, Ross Andrew. Oh, he did the He did, before he went over to DC, 1976, Ross Andrew did the Superman, Spider-Man, the first intercompany crossover of two major publishers. I think it's the first time two major publishers crossed over with each other, and he did that story in a tabloid size, Superman versus Spider-Man. I don't have it there. This is a different one back there. But yeah, he did that. Anyway, that's what he did. What I got else here? Let's see what's in the old red box. I got a red box full of stuff here, man. A red mailbox. Next one here is BLB Comics. He's got a feedback score of feedback scores. I don't know which is the score, which is the rating. No, the rating is a 99.6 rating, and the score, he's got like 5,880. So feedback score is 99.6%. So let's see what it's pretty, you know, pretty stiff. So always be careful when you're opening up these packages. I am very careful doing this all the time now. See there. Hello, how's the family? It was, I don't know if you can see it. It was a little, it's a little loose. It was loose back there, the comic. That's not good, but I don't understand why people, if they got a score that almost 6,000, and they don't know that comics can shift around, they can move around even if you put them between two sturdy pieces of cardboard like that. See, there's no tape on it, just loose like that. How can they not tape it down a little bit here, a little bit there and there, so it doesn't move around and shift? Jesus, Jiminy Christmas time. I spent a good penny on this one too. This is Mr. Mystery #1. And this is from 1951. And again, it has a cover by, I don't think he signed it, but it's Ross Andrew. Ross Andrew did the cover. And it's got 5 complete stories in here with inks by Mike Esposito. You know, Esposito, he was an inker who inked practically everybody that worked at Marvel. I mean, he inked everybody, for Christ's sake. It's unbelievable. At one time or another, he's got to be a record holder or something than the most pencilers inked. Mainly on Amazing Spider-Man, you know, and Amazing Spider-Man, and I think Marvel Team Up he did. Yeah, he inked practically everybody, including Gil Kane. I know he inked Gil Kane in the 80s, I think. And I think he did a couple of Spider-Man annuals. I forget who the pencils were on that. I think either annual 4 or 5, one of those, or maybe 6. Stan Lee's brother Larry Lieber penciled, and Mike Esposito did the inking on over Larry's pencils. So this is it's pretty interesting to see how far back these guys go. You know, when I was growing up in the Silver Age reading the comic books and stuff, I always thought these guys were new. I never, at the time, I didn't know that they went back so far. Holy crap, and a cracker. To the 40s and 50s, I just never knew that. I just thought that they were all just all these new guys that got together and, you know, in the 60s and started writing and drawing comic books. But I was just a kid. I didn't really know that much. I started to know a lot as I became a more serious collector. But what a great cover again, man. Sandra, Tales of Horror and Suspense, Mr. Mystery #1. What I got here? Do not bend, but it looks like it has a bend. Do not bend, but see that across there? It looks like it's been bent. It looks like it was bended. And there's the guy that I ordered from on eBay, Ron4405. And I can't remember what this was. This was a while ago too. I just haven't opened it yet. Ah, man, this thing bends easily. Holy cow. Oh man, this is crazy. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? Where did I send that? That's how I sent it. It doesn't even have 2 pieces of cardboard. It's got 1. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I mean, it looks like the comic. I mean, it wasn't pretty low grade to begin with. You know, it's hard to find this damn thing. So it's a pretty low grade to begin with, but that's not the point, man. I mean, I'll give you his name again. Ron4405 on eBay. If I were you, I'd stay away. 1 piece of cardboard, and it does. Oh, that's just absurd. It's absurd. Anyway, Race for the Moon. Got all this damn popcorn here, man. It's all over my desk now. It's number. Is this number 3 or is this number 3? From I think 1958, 58 or 57. It's a Kirby cover, and as a matter of fact, in the interior, Al Williamson inked over Jack Kirby's pencils. Most of the stories, maybe not all of them, but most of them, Al Williamson did the inks over Kirby's pencils. Kirby penciled the cover, but I think it's uncertain who was actually responsible for inking the cover. It could have been Al Williamson, or it could have been somebody else. I don't know if we know that for sure, but I know for the longest time that people thought it was Al Williamson, and that maybe it is, but I don't. Let me take it out of the plastic. You can see it's a pretty low grade. It's a Harvey comic book. This was part of the team that Joe Simon put together around 1957-58. That included, you know, Al Williamson and Jack Kirby and, oh man, Dick, Wally Wood. Some great people. Jack Kirby cover. This is from, what did I say, 58 or 57? Let me see, it's 1958. published by Western Tales, but Western Tales, whatever it is, was just another name for Harvey Comics. Man, that's bad. I don't know, man. We wrap that thing. Here's one that I started to open. I can't remember what's inside here either. Oh, okay. Oh, Warfront. I think I'm going to do a whole series on my Harvey. This is also a Harvey comic. It's from, what year is this from? I can't now remember the year. 1951. Wow. And I think Warfront number 2. Wow, it's pretty brutal. You know, I know that when they revived this in the late 50s, early 60s, Wally Wood this was one of the last things that Wally Wood did for Harvey before he walked out on him, I'm pretty sure. This is pretty gruesome, man. You could see the blood running down from that guy's face there in those panels. I'd have to do a little bit more research. I'm not that familiar with the Warfronts. I wanted to get some of the earlier issues. I'm familiar with the later issues Wally Wood did, but I don't know who the writers or artists were on this one. I'll have to do some research on it. But Warfront. Well, I got more to. Oh, great moogly googly. Here's another one. Maybe I'll open this later. I don't want the videos to get too long anymore. Let's go back there. Oh, I wanted to show you this here. Looking through my comics, I came across this. This is from Zenoscope or Zenoscope. Grim Fairy Tales number 83. Now just look at the cover. Look at the cover carefully, all you dirty minds out there. And I hope I'm not insulting any of the women out there. I hope not, you know. But just take a look at that cover. That was done deliberately, if you ask me. You know, when kids were young, going through puberty, they probably picked up Playboys and stuff like that and cut stuff out and pasted, put stuff together or whatever, man, you know. I read that in the book in psychology, that a lot of kids did that, you know. And I think this kind of harkens back to that time, but it looks like she's holding something and is ready to, it looks like she's ready to give some oral stimulation, and that's the best way I can put it, you know. But I mean, that was done deliberate. Come on. Yeah, I got all my vinyl pop-ups up there from the Beatles. R. Dowdy sent me those. Captain America. Well, I guess I shall leave you very softly now. I'll leave you with this thought. Did you ever wonder why they put braille dots on the keypads of the drive-through ATMs